All right. Well, welcome. Great to be practicing with you today. And let's get started. When you're ready, let's start as we always do. By simply lying back, closing your eyes, and breathing. Take your time to settle in. Taking the time and using it as a chance to direct your attention, your focus, your awareness to right here, to the start of the practice. So often with these parts of the practice that we do every time, it can start to feel repetitive. It can start to feel like something we just got to get through to get to the next thing. But try and take your time here. Try and use the stillness, using the starting point as a shift from everything else you've done today to being right here, to being right now. But none of those other things have any relevance to it. Obviously, we all come to practice with baggage, with thoughts. We're trying to learn how to put those down for just now, so we can just be right here. So we can feel the breath as it moves in, and feel it as it moves back out. We can feel the softening around the edges, body lying back against the floor. That sense of release, that sense of surrender. As you let go of that chronic gripping intention. And take just a few more breaths. just a few more moments out of the day. And your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees, and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. You gently rock from side to side. A sense of movement, a swaying in the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. And smooth the rhythm back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then inhale as you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders are back. You close your eyes if they've opened. And palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale as you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose, top of push-up. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale forward for your back bend. And exhale, you press the hips back and up. Down dog. You take any movement that feels good. Waking things up. Opening up the body. Then inhale, right foot steps forward, low lunge. Left foot forward, folding over your legs. Inhale as you rise, reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Right foot back. Exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale for your back bend. And exhale, pressing the hips back and up. Down dog. Nice full breaths. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Right foot forward, folding over your legs. Inhale, rise and reaching for the ceiling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Left foot back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, down dog. Finding that nice fluid movement. A sense of coordination. As you're conscious to the body moving. Inhale, right foot stepping forward, opening the hips. Left foot forward, stretching those hamstrings. Inhale, rising, reaching. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back. Right foot back. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rise and reach it. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Left foot back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale and exhale. Down dog. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Last one. Inhale together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot back. Right foot back. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rising, reaching. Exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. And with the big toes close, heels apart. You bend the knees, drop your hips, and sweep your arms, chair pose. Full breaths. Feeling grounded. Feeling the rib cage expanding with those inhales. And on your next exhale, you straighten the legs as you fold forward. And you catch hold of your toes, your ankles, your shins. Catching hold as you work this into a nice active forward fold. The tailbone tilting towards the ceiling. The torso drawing down long over those legs. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Left heel spins in as the torso and arms sweep up. And you breathe. Nice full breaths. That right knee bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. Nice firm pressure into the outer edge of that left foot. So feel your stance. A strong connection with the floor. And taking the arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers as you draw the knuckles away. And keeping that connection in your stance, you fold forward for humble warrior. The torso drapes towards the floor just inside that right thigh. The head hangs heavy. Then exhale, release the hands to the floor as you step back, moving through vinyasa or going straight to down dog. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, warrior one. The eyes soften. And take the arms behind your back. Interlace the fingers. Draw on the collarbone as you bow forward. Humble warrior. Letting your torso be suspended rather than having it rest on top of that left thigh. It hangs, drapes towards the floor. You feel gravity working on the upper body as you hold that firm foundation in your low body. Then exhale, release the hands. And you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins in, torso sweeps up. Nice and broad. Those thighs are externally rotating, so it feels like your inner thigh is rolling towards the ceiling. It gives you that opening across the lap, that stretch to the adductors, the inner thigh. The arms are reaching out. And straighten out that right leg. Turn the right toes in so the feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat. And draw the heels towards each other as you bend the knees for goddess pose. Elbows bend 90 degrees. The hips sit as the tailbone draws down so your low back is nice and long. And inhale as you straighten the limbs back out. We're going back into warrior two. So that left heel turns so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. The right toes turn forward as you bend back into that right knee. Once your stance is set, reach forward for side angle. Right elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. And that left arm goes long overhead for extended side angle. You want to wrap that left arm behind your back for your bind. Feel free. Catching the inner thigh or catching hands. A nice long line from left wrist all the way down to that left heel. A nice broad line across the upper chest. Then exhale, hands to the floor, and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the left foot steps forward. Warrior two. You settle. You soften your eyes. Nice and open. Nice and grounded. And straightening that left leg. Turn the toes in. And draw those heels towards each other for goddess pose. The hips sit, the knees bend. And the elbows bend 90 degrees. Feeling that breath. Feeling grounded. And straighten the forelimbs. Adjust the feet, setting back up for warrior two. Left knee bends 90 degrees. Then reaching forward for side angle. Elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. And then that right arm goes long overhead. You want to rapid for your mind, feel free. And exhale, hands to the floor. And you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Keeping that back heel lifted. The torso and arms sweep up. Nice long line from thigh to thigh. Nice full breaths. And palms together, thumbs to your heart, as you fold and twist to the right. Revolve side angle. Taking that left elbow outside that right thigh. If you like to open the arms into a T or bind around the thigh, feel free. But work that nice active twist. Full inhales. Complete exhales. See if you can't get a little more rotation. Perfect. And exhale, hands to the floor. And you step back. Choosing your breath. Moving with your breath. Inhale, the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Opening up through those hips. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. You fold and twist. Revolve side angle. Using that right arm on the outside of that left thigh as leverage to really help you draw that right side under. That left side's able to roll open towards the ceiling. Good, and exhale, hands to the floor. And you choose your breath. Follow the breath. Full inhales. Complete exhales. And a gentle bend in your knees. You look up between your hands and inhale, float or step to the top of the mat. And exhale, you fold forward. Then inhale, rising all the way back up. Full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. You relax your arms, close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. And palms together at your heart. The gesture of balancing the body and mind as we make our way into tree pose. You start to shift your weight into that right foot. The left knee bends, it turns out, and you place that left foot at the right ankle, calf or high on the inner thigh. As you feel steady, you can take the arms up overhead. You can play with your hand position. You can turn your gaze toward the ceiling or try and close your eyes. But most importantly, you feel confident in your balance. Nice and grounded through that right leg. Nice and held in space. And bringing your hands back to your heart if they're not already. You draw that left knee out in front and step your left foot as far back as you can. The left toes touch and the heel spins in warrior one. Then straighten out that right leg. You take the arms behind your back. Either reverse prayer, palms together, fingers pointing up, or grabbing out to the elbows. You draw the shoulders back broad across the collarbone. And on your next exhale, you fold forward over that right leg for pyramid. Keeping that right thigh active. That right foot firmly pressing down. Then inhale, rise and back up. Hands to your heart. And you take one big step, drawing that left knee forward, balancing on that right leg once again. This time making our way into campus pose, so that left thigh rolls open. And you place that left ankle just above your right knee, making a figure four. As you feel steady, you can start to bend into that right knee, sitting your hips down, one-legged chair. You can take your arms up overhead, challenging your balance. You can fold forward, giving yourself a nice stretch at that left hip. Or take your hands towards the floor as you set up for tiptoe balance. Starting to shift your weight forward so that right heel peels. And you sit your hips down on it. Come to balance on the ball of that right foot. And trying to bring one hand, maybe both, back to the center of your chest. Couple more breaths. Good. Then with that next inhale, you just place that left foot back on the floor and you rise to Tadasana. You relax your arms, close your eyes. And palms together at your heart. You start to shift your weight to the left. The right knee bends, it turns out, and you place that right foot at that left ankle, left calf, or high on the inner thigh for tree pose. Maybe you take the arms up overhead. Maybe you play with your hand positioning. Maybe you look up to the ceiling, or you close your eyes. And hands back to your heart. The right knee draws forward, and then you step it back. The toes touch the heel, spins in, warrior one. Then straighten that left leg. Take the arms behind your back. Reverse prayer or opposite elbows. Broad across the collarbone. And exhale as you fold forward.
Then inhale, rising up. Hands to your heart. And one big step, drawing that right knee forward. Preparing for camper's pose. The right thigh rolls open. Right ankle is just above the left knee. And you start to bend that left knee, sitting your hips down. And maybe taking the arms up overhead. Maybe folding forward, working that hip stretch. Or turning it into the tiptoe balance. Hands to the floor. Left heel peels. And you sit your hips down on that left heel. Bouncing on the ball of the left foot. Good. Nice and smooth. With control, you come back to center. Placing that right foot down. Rising up. Tadasana. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale the right leg loose. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Lizard pose. Right hands on the floor inside the right foot. Left knee can stay up or lower down. And on exhale, you start to bow towards the floor. Trying to get one forearm, maybe both to touch down. And then inhale, rising up to straight arms. Lowering that left knee if it's not already as we set up for a lizard twist. Left hand's on the floor. Right arm sweeps up. You can stay there or reach that right arm back as that left knee bends. Catching hold of the outer edge of that left foot. Hugging the left heel towards your hip. Twisting towards the ceiling. Maybe lowering back down onto that left forearm if you like. Then back to center. Frame that right foot as you step back. Choosing your route. Inhale the left leg loose. And exhale, you step the foot forward. And left hand inside the foot. Right knee is up or down. And you bow towards the floor for lizard. Surrendering to gravity here. Letting it draw the torso deeper. Working that flexion at that left hip. And inhale, rising to straight arms. Lower that right knee if it's not already. Right hand down as the left arm sweeps up. You stay there or reach that left arm back. And bend that right knee, catching the foot. Staying there or lowering down to that right forearm. And back to center. Plant the hands as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. You're going to draw that right knee towards your nose and then kick it out the left edge of the mat for warrior four. You spin that left heel in and lift that left arm up to the ceiling. If you like, you lift that right foot up off the mat, balancing on that right hand, left foot. And coming back to center, sending that right leg back and up. And exhale, you step the foot forward, warrior two. And straighten out that right leg, triangle pose, reaching forward. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. Nice and open. Broad from hand to hand. Long from tailbone through the crown of the head. And inhale, rising up. Bring the hands to your hips as we set up a revolved triangle. Left toes turn in so that you can square your hips to the top edge of the mat. And right hand stays where it is. Left arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway and you rotate. Left hand lands down. Right arm reaches up. Nice long spine. And exhale, hands to the floor. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you draw the knee towards your nose. Then kick it out the right edge of the mat. Warrior four. Right heel spins in. Right arm reaches up. You stay there. Or you lift that foot up off the mat. Pressing firmly into that left hand. That left foot lifts. And back to center, left leg back and up. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Warrior two. And straightening out that left leg, you reach forward. Triangle pose. Inhale, rising up. Hands to your hips. Turn those right toes in so the hips and chest can square to the top edge of the mat. And keeping that left hand where it is, right arm reaches up. You fold forward about halfway and you rotate. Right hand lands down. Left arm reaches up. Revolve triangle. And exhale, hands to the floor. And you step down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale, the right foot steps forward. You drift your weight into it as you lift that left leg up behind you for standing splits. The head bows. That left heel reaches for the ceiling. And exhale, float that left foot forward next to the right. You fold over your legs. Then bending that right knee as much as you need to bring that right hand on the floor. And that left arm sweeps up to the ceiling. Nice open twist, arms reaching in opposite directions. You can stay there or wrap that left arm behind your back, trying to catch that inner right thigh. You can stay there or take that right arm between your legs and catch hands outside that right hip, setting up for bird of paradise. If you catch hands, you center yourself over that left leg and you press down to rise up, bringing that right leg with you as you stand tall with the torso. Once you get nice and tall, you can think about straightening out that right leg. One more breath. And wherever you are, we all come back to folding over our legs. And the torso hang. The arms just drip. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Down dog or vinyasa. Then the left foot steps forward. You drift forward and you lift that right leg up behind you. Standing splits. Nice and active here. Then floating that right foot forward and folding over your legs. And that left knee bends, so that left hand can touch down right there in the middle of your mat. And that right arm sweeps up. You stay there or wrap that right arm behind your back. You stay there or take that left arm between your legs and catch hands outside that left hip. And shifting yourself over that right leg. And you just press down to rise up. Bringing that left leg with you. Standing tall for bird of paradise. And nice and smooth. We all come back to folding over our legs. Just letting the torso drape, the head hang heavy. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. You float or step. Down dog or vinyasa. Then a gentle bend. Look forward of your hands and on inhale you float or step to sitting. Bring the legs through. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And on exhale you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you can. Your feet, your ankles. And bow your head, close your eyes. Inhale, reaching out as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. Once down, you take a breath. And preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The knees bend, the feet are flat. The arms can be alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders for upward facing dog. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift your hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, lowering down. Nice full breath. And inhale, you press down to go up once again. And exhale, lowering down. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, lowering down. Once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest. You wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You hang out there or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend your elbows, hands against your back as you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. You wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. Send the legs wide, scissor them apart. That feels good. Just playing with the legs suspended in air. And if you're in shoulder stand, you come back to center. And you take the toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. And release the hands, fingers point forward. And nice and smooth you unravel. And lie flat on your back. Once down, the arms are alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press into your hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. Arc the spine and roll the shoulders back. And release the crown, the head towards the floor. And exhale, lowering down. Draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. And taking the arms into cactus arms, elbows bent 90 degrees. As you release the knees over to left. One final twist. And gravity do most of the work here. And back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. On exhale, you extend the legs out onto the mat, Shavasana. Or you tuck your hands behind your knees, catching a ride up for headstand. If you're doing headstand, you take your time. You stay up as long as you like, coming down whenever you're ready. If you're new to headstand, you just start on your forearms and knees. Grab opposite elbows. Then keep the elbows where they are as you bring the hands up, fingers interlaced, palms are apart. You place the crown of the head on the floor, cupping the back of your head in your hands. Then curl your toes and lift the knees. Walking the feet towards the elbows, and eventually drawing one knee towards your chest, heel towards your hip, and the other. Define your balance, define your base, and then you just take those legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like, coming down the same way you went up, whenever you're done. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently begin waking the body back up, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Then you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back. Chest lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me and practicing with me. It's always great to have you on here, and hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.